And g'day and welcome to Aussie Vision. I'm Mike, and today I'll be talking with some of our team members about semi-final number 2 and who qualified getting into the grand final from this morning Australian time. So let's start off with the qualifiers as they were in the order they were announced. Let's start with Albania. Emma, and what did you think of Albania and her qualification? Justified?
Yeah, look, I think it was. I wouldn't have had it in the top 10, but I think you can't argue that she didn't deserve to be there. She did a great job of bringing the mood of the room back up after Georgia.
Yes.
And her vocals were great. I think she could have done with perhaps some backing dances or something to convey the mood of the song a little bit more. But I wouldn't argue that she doesn't deserve to be there.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. She did pull it off really on her own, didn't she, with some pretty good LED use. Next one through was Serbia. Let's go through to Kyriakos. What did you think of the girls? Happy with that one?
Really happy. Hurricane are really a force to be reckoned with. Those women really know how to own the stage, brought in the high energy, fantastic performance, great Serbian party vibes. Yep.
Terrific.
Great to see them in the final.
Yeah, I totally agree. Great addition to the final. Cooper, what did you think of the ladies?
Oh, they were great tonight. I think they really brought that energy back to the final, that semi-final. They were really, it was crazy, but also controlled, I think, was what worked for it. You could capture everything they were doing, and it just really worked well tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And that last sort of 30 seconds or so when they come out to the front stage, I think that really works as well, breaks up the performance a little bit. All right, third of the announcements was Bulgaria. Look, one of the favourites, I guess, no surprise it's going through to the grand final. Cooper, we'll start with you on this one. What did you think of her performance?
Yeah, definitely the best staging of the night. It really worked for the song. I think we got to see the message as well with that picture on the rock. The sand worked. I think it all worked tonight, and it's really pushed it forward a bit for that final.
Definitely, I'll agree with that one. Emma, do you have any thoughts on Bulgaria?
Yeah, I thought her staging was fantastic. Really loved the sort of the feeling that she was sort of isolated and alone in the middle of the ocean, and how they portrayed that with the LED use on the floor. Very contemporary sounding track, would have appealed to the younger demographic, I think, and she sang it beautifully. So very emotional performance and well deserved to get through.
Yeah, it is. It's eye-catching and emotional, isn't it? Everything you kind of want to be at Eurovision. All right, I guess the fourth announcement was probably one of the surprises. Not many people had this one heading through after rehearsals. Kyriakos, talk us through Moldova. Natalia got through.
Yeah, she did. It was a shock to see her get through. But clearly Europe wanted a bit of Natalia's sugar. So, yeah. I thought vocally she did have some nice moments. The ending was kind of nice. But, yeah, I'm surprised it got through.
All right. And Emma, I'll go to you on Moldova on this one as well.
Yeah, I'm also surprised it got through. I think with the amount of money they put into the video, some of that should have been perhaps transferred to the staging. The concept really didn't come across. I didn't think the long note that she did really added anything to the performance. It wasn't particularly high. So I think maybe that's what got her through. I don't know, but for me, I wouldn't have put her through to the top 10.
Yeah, they made some very interesting decisions entirely for the whole staging, and some decisions there are just shaking my head about. But anyway, maybe they've been proven right. They're going through to Sunday morning's grand final. All right, Portugal was one of the big surprise packets coming out of rehearsal week and is now into the grand final. I know you're a massive fan of this one, Kyriakos. You must be very happy.
Yeah, very happy. I thought it was a flawless performance. Again, a simple song, but really good staging, well executed. Also great to see Portugal get through with an English language song. So I really think it's going to change things up in Portugal for the future. So great to see the Black Mamba make it through.
Yeah, important point with that English language song. Could change things for Portugal going forward. And Cooper, what did you think of this one? Is this kind of on your radar, this one?
Yeah, no, I think it's a bit too simple for me. The staging definitely did push that through, and I can understand why it qualified. But yeah, no, I wasn't expecting anything from this, and I didn't get my hopes lost from that because of it.
Yeah, fair enough. I always thought jury was there. Maybe the televote was the one that pushed it over the line. All right, next up was Iceland. Obviously, we've had a little bit of drama with them with COVID-19 recently, not being able to perform in the jury show or tonight's live performance. Emma, do you think they deservedly got through?
Absolutely. I really loved Artie, and this was a fantastic package. Even if you don't like the song, there's something there for everyone. There's the wind machines, there's the big props, There's the quirky costumes. So, you know, I think this would have appealed to a wide range of demographics, and I'm not surprised at all that they got through.
Yeah, it's incredibly charming, and I think the performance they've done is really, really good too. Very eye-catching. Kyriakos, did you think them not being in the grand final live may affect their chances?
Well, yeah, clearly it worked for the semi-final, so maybe they do have a good chance now in the final. I guess they've had a lot of exposure for now 2 years, so people must know who they are. And interesting to see how they go in the final with this. Yeah, the second rehearsal. Their rehearsal performance footage.
Definitely. A lot of goodwill out there towards Duthie and Iceland. All right, opening the show, and I reckon it opened the show with a bang. Fantastic opening was San Marino's Sin It, featuring our friend Flowrider. Cooper, did they get you up and about this morning?
Yeah, it was a great way to start a 5 a.m. show. It was loud. It was fun. You could clearly see Flowrider hadn't shown up to any of the rehearsals, but it still worked and they got through, so I'm happy.
Yeah, good stuff. And Emma, what did you think of Sin It's performance this morning?
Yeah, look, I thought it was a great show opener. I'll agree. Flowrider, possibly you could tell that he hadn't rehearsed much on the stage, and he was probably performing a bit more to the people in the arena than the TV cameras, but it didn't matter at all. You know, he's brought a lot of extra publicity to the competition this time around, and I think that can only be a good thing, and it was a really enjoyable performance.
I agree. And once we get all the majority of once-a-year fans tuning in for the grand final, they'll be like, is that who I think it is?
Absolutely.
So he's going to bring a lot of attention to the show. All right, one of the favourites that got through this morning, I guess some real surprises here, was Switzerland, John's Tears. Kyriakos, what did you think of this one?
Yeah, I really got winner vibes from this performance. I love the modern architectural staging, his little quirky dance, arm movements. I just thought, overall good package, and great to see it in the final. And I think it'll do really well.
Yeah. Cooper, what about yourself? Did you see getting winner vibes or anything off this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Winner vibes. One of the few songs so far that I've got that from. I'm on the opposite. I think that those little quirky moves are kind of detracting from the performance, but still the staging was original and it really, really brought a great ending to the show.
Yeah, it's very modern and striking, isn't it, that staging? Probably not everyone's cup of tea, but works for me personally. All right, second last one to be announced was Greece. Now, we do have our resident Greece stan here. Kyriakos, you must have been very happy with Stefania.
Yeah, super happy with her performance. I don't have my Greek flag with me right now to wave about, but yeah, she did a great job, great execution. Great to see Greece with some very interesting staging and singing a bop. It's been a while since Greece has had something this good.
Yeah,
so great to see.
I'll agree with that one. Emma, what were your thoughts? It was the first time you would have seen the whole thing all the way through. Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, look, I heard a lot of hype about this one during the week, and it was great to actually see the whole performance. I think this was one of those songs that could have gone really wrong if the staging hadn't have lived up to expectations, and they did a wonderful job. She looked amazing. What they did with the green screen and the dancers just really added an extra element of interest to the performance, and really well deserved to go through.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's one of those performances I find myself saying, oh, what's happening next? What's happening next? So it keeps you guessing, keeps you on for that whole 3-minute journey. And the final act to be announced from our qualifiers was Finland, the Rock Boys. Cooper, how's this one going for you?
Yeah, I think it was a really good performance tonight. The staging was really worked well for the performance. It pushed it in front of Italy for me as the top rock song of the year. And I think it's going to do very well in that final.
Fair enough. Everyone's got their own little favourites, haven't they? And Kyriakos, you mustn't have been surprised to see the guys get through.
Yeah, no surprise with Blind Channel getting through. High energy, the pyros, flames, all that worked really well. They know how to perform. So, yeah, great to see them in the final as well. So, great job from them.
Yeah, adds another genre into the final there, and it does what it says on the tin, doesn't it? They do the hard rock, and they do it pretty well. So they were our 10 qualifiers. They'll be joining us on Saturday night, Sunday morning time in Australia. Let's have a quick chat about some of the ones that fell this morning. Emma, let's start with Estonia. Did you think Uku gave himself a chance? Because I thought it was a pretty good performance.
Yeah, look, so did I. I think he couldn't have done any better. I loved what they did with the LED and the lightning and the stormy clouds, and I really think he sang the hell out of that and gave himself every chance of qualifying. It was just a shame that he couldn't quite make it through.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he finishes on that final scoreboard. All right, Czech Republic missed out. They were third in the running order. Let's go to our resident young person here, Cooper. What did you think of Benny's performance, and are you surprised he's not in the grand final?
I'm not surprised anymore he's not in the final. I truly expected him to when the song was released, but that staging just really let it down tonight. I think it was a bit empty. The vocals weren't there, and there was no real push into it. So I think, yeah, it's expected they weren't going to qualify.
Yeah, I'll agree. It was the staging for me. It just didn't have any call to action for it. There was no real wow moment. I didn't go, I need to take attention of this guy. So I think they kind of let him down there with that staging. It looked like a bit of an X Factor performance. All right, one of probably the surprises, and I wouldn't have said this pre-rehearsals, Austria missed out. Kyriakos, were you surprised? Surprised that we're not seeing Vincent?
Yeah, completely shocked it didn't get through. Great emotional performance from him, great staging. Yeah, he delivered it really well. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
he should have made it through. I thought juries would have pushed him through. Maybe the televote let him down. Who knows?
Yeah, we watched the jury show. He did a really good jury performance, but maybe you're right. Maybe it was just that televote. I also think him and Portugal were pitching towards the same markets. Maybe Portugal edged him in the end. All right, Georgia came out and treated us to their entry. I'm saying that very loosely. Cooper, what did you think of Georgia's efforts?
Yeah, I don't think treating was the right word for that one. It really brought the mood down tonight, putting it right in the middle there. They did work well with what they had with that staging. It really worked for them with the projection of the words on him. But yeah, it was a lost cause from the start.
Yeah, I agree. They probably shined it up as much as they could with the staging, but unfortunately kind of did suck all the energy out of the room once that entry was on, and then poor Albania had to try and lift it back up again. So even more kudos to her. One of the ones that didn't make it through, Samantha Tina, Latvia. I think our hearts go out to her. She tried so many times. Emma, what did you think of Samantha's effort?
Yeah, well, look, I was really disappointed with this because this is one of my favourite studio versions. But I just think the staging concept didn't sell the message of the song at all. I found the green costumes, I felt they clashed with the orange and black colour scheme of the LED. I didn't think the dancers added anything to the performance, particularly with their visors. You couldn't connect with them. The song has a really strong message. It's a sort of a call out to women, but I felt like there was no call compared to if you compare it to Russia, where she really was putting out a call to everyone. I felt that Latvia just didn't convey the message of the song at all, and it felt really flat to me, and I'm not surprised that it didn't get through.
Yeah, look, I'm going to agree with that. There is a strong message in this song, and they just didn't get it across. I know you can be a bit heavy-handed like a Russia and put the words on the screen, don't leave people in doubt. I just felt they really let her down, and unfortunately, it sounds like maybe rehearsals had taken a bit of a toll on her vocals as well, because she did struggle with some of those big belting notes, which she normally doesn't. And the final one that missed out, and I am absolutely heartbroken and gutted about this one, it is Denmark. The boys jumped around, gave us a bit of energy till it closed the show, but not enough there, Kyriakos.
Yeah, absolutely devastated. Great way to close the show. All 80s, fun, energy. But yeah, clearly wasn't enough. I did see some people call it cheesy, but if it's cheesy, then I love Danish cheese because they did a really great job. But it's possibly too many 80s themed performances tonight, like Greece, Poland, and then Denmark. Yeah, probably a little bit of overkill.
Yeah, we could have had a bit of 80s fatigue by the time we got down to entry number 17. All right, so that is our wrap-up of semi-final 2. The 10 qualifiers that we see will be joining us on Sunday morning here in Australia. And thanks very much for joining us, guys. I really appreciate your time this morning. Enjoy the rest of Eurovision, and we'll speak again soon. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Yep.